This is a presentation on the book published by People's Health Movement. And this book is written by Dr. T. Sundararaman, Bridget Wire, and Fraud Bond. This book is published by this People's Health Movement in memory of Dr. David Sanders. Dr. David Sanders was born on 5th August 1945 and died on 31st August 2019 at the age of 74. Though he was born in South Africa, he settled himself at Zimbabwe and became a doctor. Thereafter, in 1970s, he went to United Kingdom and specialized himself on pediatrics, that is child care, as well as on public health. He literally worked for health as a fundamental right of every citizen in the world. And he worked on that tirelessly till his death. He is a mentor, teacher and guide for all these health activists, scientists and other teachers, intellectuals, etc. In 80s, he came back to Zimbabwe and in a health school, he worked. Not only that, the newly liberated Zimbabwe, he helped that government to establish rural health care. And the people of every town, they elected their own person who will help them in health care. That is how he established that fundamental health is a fundamental right, and the people got their are able to realize their health as a fundamental right in Zimbabwe. Thereafter, in 90s, he went back to South Africa and became a founder director of School of Public Health. Throughout the globe, he developed his own team in order to propagate and establish People's Health Movement. In India, People's Health Movement is being led by Dr. T. Sundararaman, who is based at Pondicherry, who is a national coordinator of this People's Health Movement in India. All India People's Science Network, Janus Swasta Abhiyan, and in Tamil Nadu Science Forum is working together collectively for this People's Health Movement in order to establish, in order for the people of this country to achieve and realize health as a fundamental democratic right of every citizen in our country. Dr. Sanders has also co-authored book with Fran Bond and Ravi Narayanan, his experience on establishing the people's health. He has also published a book on the necessity and his experience on public health, which was released by Lancet, a leading medical publication internationally, just a fortnight before his death. The book also deals elaborately how the doctor's profession has undergone a very high metamorphosis since 1518 to this date. All right? Today we are seeing lot of changes in the medical field. Every day the medical field is getting updated, scientific advancements are taking place, both medically as well as surgically, so also on medical equipments. So many new technologies have developed. In India particularly, or for that matter internationally before that, one significant factor has emerged. In 1978, the WHO and UNICEF has organized a meeting at Alma-Ata. It is called as Movement on Health of the people as a whole in the global, at the global level. It is called as a declaration, Health for All, by 2018. This emerged in 1978. More than 169 countries have signed this, and India is one of the signatory on this declaration, Health for All, by 2018. Though this was signed and accepted as in the year 1978, unfortunately, since 1980, the whole globe is witnessing a diametrically different situation. The policies of liberalization is being implemented, and it is being stated that there is no alternative other than liberalization. This liberalization will work based on the market. But then, unfortunately, market cannot give health needs of the people and education needs of the people, but it can only help the profit of the capitalist. This is a fact. That is why we see so much of inequality on health and education. India has not an exemption for this particular situation. Hence, the Tamil Nadu Science Forum, Jana Swastha Abhiyan at national level, and All India People's Science Network continuously works very hard. The entire team works very hard for the people's need on the health grounds. And today, every citizen in the whole world can understand why the public health is very much important from the pandemic that has emerged. It is not that the private sector cannot do anything, but private sector has limitation. Private sector cannot go for sanitation as even at the district level or at the state level or at the national level. It is only the government and its missionaries which has the capacity to establish all the necessary infrastructure can do that. Private sector can play a only second fiddle on people's health needs. It can help from the secondary and tertiary sector, but not at the primary sector. Basically, sanitation, good water, ecology, ecological balance, environmental, all these things are in the hands of the government, not in the hands of the public. Probably the private. The private sector can participate in that. The public should wholeheartedly enter into this field and cooperate with the government. But basically, the government has to come forward in spending the money in the health needs of the people, which should be the democratic right of every citizen in the whole world, and in particular, every citizen of Indian population. All right? This is the situation. And this sort of metamorphosis, when it has taken place, today the situation is that people are spending 62% of their expenses for health needs alone. This is called as out-of-pocket expense. People are spending beyond their capacity. People are shrugging off their essentials and other immediate needs of their family, but they are spending on the health needs of their family members. This is exorbitant. 62% is exorbitant. The WHO has suggested 5% of every national gross domestic produce should be spent on public health. But today, in our country, the government expenditure has not increased beyond 1.2%. The present government has proposed that at least by 2025, the health expenses or the budgetary provision should be made to the tune of 2.5%. Now we can understand where we are lagging. The very investment in order to develop the infrastructure, the very investment that is needed to develop doctors, the technicians, the health personalities, and every district level, the people should be made to avail the health needs of the people. Where we are lagging behind, we can understand from all these things. The government should spend on this, and it is the people who has to come forward in order to cooperate with such type of movements like People's Health Movement, Tamil Nadu Science Forum, Jana Swastha Abhiyan, All India People's Science Network, so that this develops as a movement. And even in India also, the people can understand and realize that health is their fundamental right. By good health alone, a person can work effectively and productively. By good health alone, children can read, study effectively. And by that alone, the social consciousness can develop. By good health alone, the social status can be developed, and the minimum requirements of the people can be achieved by this education. The WHO has defined health is not just absence of a disease in a particular individual, but it is a physical and mental activity. Not only that, there should not be any disparity or discrepancy in the social phenomena like untouchability and other things, or by way of race and other aspects of it. Therefore, if this health as a fundamental right, as a democratic right of every citizen of our country is achieved, naturally it will give room for education and for scientific temper. I believe we request on behalf of People's Health Movement, on behalf of the Tamil Nadu Science Forum, on behalf of People's Health Movement, on behalf of All India People's Science Network, we give a call for the entire people of this country to join hands to strengthen and achieve this objective. Thank you.